Hi everyone, Jess here. I hope you're well. Welcome to your Leo season, either collective or if you're a Leo with strong placements or if you're just drawn to the Leo energy, intuitive Reiki healing. If you're back, welcome back. I'm so glad that you found previous healing supportive. And if you're new, welcome. What I'm doing for the seasonal healings is I'm pulling one card from a different oracle deck. I'm just going to the ones that I'm kind of drawn to these days, just letting my intuition guide me. Leo, what you guys got is the deck called The Secret Language of Light. I have used this in the past. I think it's been a while though. I feel like it's been a while. They're really beautiful pieces of art. They're frequency art, and they come with transmissions from your soul. It's a really beautiful, profound deck. So like I said, this is for Leos, any strong Leo placement. If you're drawn to this healing, then you're meant to be here. Or it sometimes just comes off as a collective healing for Leo season. So really all are welcome. What else do I have to say? If you're new to Reiki, welcome. It's a harmonious energy healing modality that will never deplete, it will never cause harm. It has nothing to do with my energy at all. I am just a conduit. It does have to do with your willingness to collaborate with it. And by that, I don't mean to work, but just to be willing to receive, be willing to just, take in whatever comes your way. But letting go into that willingness is probably the best thing that you can do for yourself. It's so powerful that it can be done from a distance, which is why we're together here today. And these pre-recorded videos are very powerful because if you feel the call to come back to them, I always say listen to that call. My spirit team, your spirit team always tries to kind of like hit that nail a little harder each time, like reminders, like don't forget to tell them that, don't forget to tell them. And I think it's just because some of you can benefit from coming back, getting a message you didn't receive the first time, unlocking a new layer to the healing. A lot of this happens in our subconscious, which is 95% of us that we're completely unaware of. You can receive conscious sensations, tinglies, temperature changes, epiphanies, emotional releases, what have you. All right, I kind of went out of order in my intro there, but I think I got everything down. So Leo, let's pull one card for you. I'm filming this just after our full moon in Capricorn, which was quite the end to Cancer season and the start to Leo season. Gosh, you got such a great card. Yeah, this is wonderful. So I am going to show you the card. I'm going to read from the deck for you because it's just a beautiful one that I like to read from verbatim. But let me show you the card and you can screenshot it maybe. It's very detailed. Transformation. Wow. I'm just getting so much off of this right now. How are you feeling with it? Whew. I mean, the collective is transforming as we speak. So, transformation. I just love how this starts. Suffering is optional. I want to say that message was already coming up in the weekly this week. If you haven't checked that out, go ahead and check that out as well. You are experiencing an ending. You are feeling a loss as a hole or a void in your life. This empty feeling is a space for something new and better. A new way will reveal itself very soon. Pain is something that happens to all of us, but suffering is a choice. To suffer is to believe thoughts that are not your soul truth. Justifying, analyzing, and rationalizing will separate you further from your soul's wisdom. From this state, you will blame yourself, another, or an event for feeling angry or sad. Focusing on the suffering will only cement the ideology or belief that created it. In other words, you become what you fight against. Now imagine what you can create by focusing on all the beautiful aspects of your life and what you are good at. Focus on where your life is filled with things that make you smile. Change starts with you, and all your desires begin with a dream. Where will you place your focus tomorrow morning? Woo! If you haven't checked out the weekly, I would definitely check that out. I think that there might be some connections here. Transformation. I'm just going to hold it up one more time for you guys. I mean, I'm getting like worldview stuff. I'm getting collective stuff. I'm getting a lot. Let's prep for Reiki. Okay. So, like I said, if you're new, you don't have to work. Okay. I just really encourage you to drop into your body rather than thinking I need to go off into a meditative state. You know, the meditative state comes naturally, but to really be present in your vessel can be very, very helpful for this. So just take a breath and just become curious and just notice where you are, how you're feeling. Be really mindful. And we're going to take a moment and thank the Reiki for all the healing that's about to take place for Leos and Leo season. Whew. I am just feeling so much. So much already. So bear with me as I focus on piecing some of this apart. So I think I mentioned this a bit in last week's weekly. That one was called something along the lines of like it's all fire, baby, because everything was fire. And I anticipated at one point that it was kind of like the anticipation of Leo season. Obviously fire. I feel normally when Leo season is approaching, I mean, Leo is very showy, right? And so there's always this like vitality already coming in, and I'm like, okay, Leo, I feel you every year. This year it's like extra. It's like, all right, Leo, I feel you. Not like in an annoying way, just in an extra fiery, extra passionate, extra creative, extra verted way. um And if you are a strong Leo placement and you're watching this, you might find that your Leo is a little extra right now. And I want to be clear that when I say extra, it's not a negative thing. It's just, it's a bit more of an intense energy than usual. And Leo's already a pretty intense sign. So I'm definitely feeling that. What I am feeling within this transformation card so far is that with this full moon in Capricorn that we just had, the time has finally come. The time has finally come for that thing that you needed to release that, you know, maybe has taken years to release, that you're finally doing it, or you're finally starting to see a shift in perspective. You're finally starting to see movement where there's been stagnancy for so long, right? And it's really beautiful because, you know, we're not quite there yet. We're working through this through the rest of the year, but you know, Pluto's going to be in Aquarius soon for quite some time. And we've been breaking down that Pluto and Capricorn energy, that kind of constricted, compressed, top down control type of energy. And then we have this full moon in Capricorn, which just heightens the Capricorn energy. But what I found, I don't know if you guys felt this, I found that it was heightening like the really beautiful light part of Capricorn. It wasn't bringing out as much of the shadow. It'll always happen here and there, right? I know that there's shadow going on, but the structure, the motivation, the organization, the know-how, the logic, um, the ability to be really pragmatic in situations, to strategize, to not give up, tenacity. These are the energies that this full moon really brought to us, and and I just find it so beautiful that it brought that to us after a pretty emotional Cancer season. I'm sorry, I have a little glitch in my ceiling right now. A pretty emotional Cancer season where we were really challenged to dive deeper into our emotions in a healthy way and to really feel authentic in it. And then it's bringing us into this, I don't know, calm strength is what I'm feeling we are encouraged to sit in. Calm strength. So when you really acknowledge your emotions in a beautiful way and you really understand them and you're like, this is me, no question, no apology, right? Then you're able to really sit in this peace and be able to take things more presently, more mindfully, more one step at a time. And then therefore, we'll be more efficient in what we need to do. So there's something deeply transforming within everyone on an individual level, but then also let's zoom out, guys, and on the collective level and on the Mother Earth level and on the galactic level. I mean, it's pretty fascinating, the potential that we have right now, and we're in it right as we speak, the potential that we have right now for a collective transformation. What does it feel like to you to no longer be divided? What does it feel like to you to be able to sit in your own authenticity and see another who is so different than you and still be able to go, hey, I love you, I accept you? What does that feel like? What would that feel like for that to be said to you? What I feel is like the potential for us to lower our armor, to take it off. I see the potential for us to not get as highly triggered by things, to not get as offended by things, to give more grace and patience to situations. And guys, I know all this might sound just very fluffy and like, sure, Jess, better, easier said than done. But I'm just posing these questions. What does that feel like to you? Because the astrological energy right now and what I'm feeling with you guys is that we're all being put to the test right now. Are you going to choose suffering or are you going to transform? We have the choice. Yeah. Will you choose suffering? I don't know. I think some will. Absolutely. Okay, let's tap in with our chakras. Mm. Got some throat. I've got some solar plexus. A little bit of root. Okay. Thought I was going to feel heart because I was really feeling a lot of heart when I was reading from the book. Interesting. Maybe that's just some residual or like a response. Let's tap in with this throat chakra. I'm really, really curious about that. Taking a breath into the front, sides, back of the throat. Whole lot of movement today, guys. Wowza. strong Leo season this year. And we can all harness this power of like the sun, or like I think of like the strength card in the tarot, very Leo. I think of the lion, the mastery of fire, where we can really allow our passions to come to the surface and communicate them. That must be what's going on with the throat. Maybe something's building up. Maybe for too long you may have felt silenced, and it could have been by yourself, silenced from yourself, or you self-imposed silence is what I'm trying to say. Maybe you suppressed your voice because you didn't want to make waves. And possibly that was out of assumption that it was going to make waves. And now you're starting to shift into the understanding of, you know what? No, I can say this. Maybe some of you are starting to unlock that a bit more, and you're expressing yourself more, and you're starting to go, oh my gosh, that was like actually really received beautifully. I feel so accepted. I had no idea. So wherever you are in that, you're either being encouraged to do that, or this is a confirmation that you're on the right track with it. Keep going if that's the case. I'm sorry for sound, guys. I also lost the cover to my microphone. It seems to be working okay still, but got another one on the way. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go down into the root chakra now, because there's some sort of fear or worry here. Might be very old or just familiar to go there. I think it's just continuing to confirm the message in this card. Like, you have the choice to worry. You have the choice to suffer. You also have the choice to sit into your truth, to build your empowerment, to support yourself, to be your biggest cheerleader. A lot of creative ideas are going to be coming out during Leo season. So whatever you're brewing and steeping right now, use this shadow Capricorn, shadow meaning post shadow of the full moon. Use this Capricorn energy to write all those creative ideas down if you haven't yet, to maybe come up with just like a couple baby step action steps for yourself. You know, listen to your energy and move as quickly as you naturally can. Don't force yourself, just give yourself a few baby steps. Yeah. Excuse me. Oh, that was a release. Fear of failure. Okay, so sometimes I'll sneeze or cough or something, a release, and then the message drops in. So the fear of failure is really present here. And it might be deep, deep, deep in your subconscious. I would invite for you to journal on that if that resonates with you, and to really ask yourself, A, where you think that fear came from, and B, if you were to fail, the worst case scenario, what would that actually look like? And how would that actually affect you? The reason why I ask that is because sometimes when we go to that extreme, we can start to go, oh my gosh, I would still have so much to be grateful for, or it could be as simple as, oh, I could just try again, and a lot of that fear of failure is incredibly self-imposed. So I'm kind of all over the place on this one, guys, but I hope this resonates for some of you with that fear of failure. If that story resonates with you, I would highly recommend meditating on your root chakra, using the affirmation, I am safe, I am secure, I am safe, I am secure. And really tapping into what feelings of safety are for you, and then really being able to create them in your reality, in your energetic field, within a meditation. That can be really helpful. Visualize the feelings of safety for you. I think that's supposed to help someone out there. Yes, so I feel as if with this solar plexus also coming up, what's happening is I'm feeling like, not like two different personalities, but I'm feeling a little bit of confusion, which is also in the collective energy right now, where there's a part of you that's like, I'm ready to express myself. I want to, put myself out there, do these things. And then there's another part of you that draws yourself back and is like, whoa, I don't know about that. Like, I don't know if I'm ready to put myself out there. That seems a little scary, And then it's like, it's almost like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde thing, but we need a better scenario, a better analogy, right? Because I don't like to see it as the angel and devil either. It's just two different energies that are communicating with each other right now, and at times can make you feel a little overwhelmed, possibly because you're like, I'm motivated, and then you're like, no, I'm not. It's like the inner voice of motivation and passion, and the inner voice of caution. And both of those things can be really healthy. But if you have those voices going on, ask them how they're speaking to you. If they're speaking kindly to you, cool, listen. But if they're saying things like, you're not enough, you can't do this, there's no way you can figure this out, you're going to say, no thanks, my friend. I'm going to just push you off to the side. Yeah? All right. But obviously huge transformation is coming our way. I'm really curious as to how this is feeling for you guys. Let's take a big breath, drawing it up the front of our body from our root all the way up to our crown. And as you exhale, feel it flowing down your spine. And try that just a few times. Whew, guys. Let's take one final breath together. We're going to think of a white crystalline light coming down into our crown and really filling up our body with really healing energy, okay? Let's exhale and relax our body. We're not going to force this. Slow inhale in through the nose. Hold it at the top and feel the white crystalline light coming down through your crown. Have it fill up every single part of your body. Find a part of your body where it isn't accessing and really invite it to fill up that area. Get every single inch. Yep, really stirring things up, really vibrating through. Still hold that breath. We're going to exhale, pushing out the debris that we do not need. Whew. Will you choose suffering? That's what they keep asking me. Will you? Whew, Leo, powerful. Let's lock your energy up nice and tight into your solar plexus chakra. We're never putting on armor or guarding. We're saying what's mine is mine. What does not serve me, kindly stay out. Leos, wow, or collective, whoever you are that came to this. I mean, it feels very collective. It feels very world-oriented. And at the same time, so powerfully individual as well. Guys, tell me what's going on in the comments, and how this resonates, how you're seeing it in those around you, the choices that we make. I'm taken back to I'm not going to remember when, but a good, I want to say like around the new year or maybe even before, like a good 6 months ago at least, we were having a lot of messages of what choice will you make? Will you choose love? Will you choose faith? Will you choose fear? And we also had the question, and I want to pose this again. This was months ago, so this is powerful that it's coming back up. Will you be able to choose for yourself, or are you going to choose to have others choose for you? And I think that's a really powerful one to meditate on. The power of our choice. It is, wow, it's phenomenal. I'm feeling just so many chills with that question right now. Okay, guys, lots of messages that came in. I hope you found this healing supportive. Please do like the video, share it with someone who you think it would support. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I want to also announce that my memberships are up and running. And thank you to those of you who've already joined. It's a really nice, intimate group. So you're going to have additional healings. You're going to have energy chats, astrological check-ins, all sorts of things. But know that because it's an intimate group and I'm only tapping into my members, more likely you're going to really feel a resonance with those messages, because I'm only going to be tapping into a small gathering of you. So memberships are up. Find that down in my tabs, and all the information for my one-on-one work is down below, from my coaching to my energy work, my meditation, all the stuff I do. I do have a Reiki level 1 and 2 training coming up. If you've been feeling the call, I love, love, love having virtual students coming in from all over the world. If you have any questions about that, do let me know. And all of the information for that is on my website. The registration deadline is August 9th for that. So take a look at that, because clock is starting to tick a little bit on that one. Lastly, guys, for those of you who send in donations, I appreciate you so much. The links for those are also down below. If you found this supportive and you have the means, you can also leave a super thanks in the comments, or just become a member if you're wanting to support. I'm really looking forward to those deeper, more intimate dives through my membership videos. So guys, tell me what's going on. Let's go Leo season. I am here for it. I'm so excited to see what's to come. I think we're all going to find like a new tapping into the level of our own power that we didn't know was there before. We might kind of shock and surprise ourselves. So just be open. Be open. All right. The possibilities are endless. All right, guys. I love you so much, and I will see you next time.